Hello, I'm Stuart Law. This is a roach fishing video, and the video starts in my backyard. Now that you can hear my chickens, they're just down there out of sight of the camera at the moment. Getting my bait ready for this evening. I'm doing an evening session. It's already into dusk, so I'm going to do a few hours into dark. That's a tub. I'm using white crumb as the main constituent of the mix, and to that I'm going to add some wheat. I've got a little cupful there. I'll probably add 2 or 3 cupfuls to that, and then to give it a label, an identity, I'm going to use some whiskey link. So put a little bit of that in there, mix it all up, and then because I'm fishing corn on the hook, I'm going to put some frozen sweet corn. Of course it won't be frozen by the time I get there. Put some corn in there, mix it all up, and that basically is my plan of attack as far as a tractor bait is concerned for tonight. I'm at the water's edge, as you can see. There's my holdall pushed into a common alder tree. Get a few rats around here, so I don't want it to crawl inside if it's laid down when it gets dark. There's the tree, it extends over the water, and I'm fishing just about there. I'm zooming in now, and I've got about 14 feet of water there, so that's the spot. I'm just about to cast out now. I've got set up. I'll just show you the bait. There it is, a piece of corn. And in the article I'll write about my rod, reel, line, all that sort of stuff in more detail. Just for now, I'm concentrating on the fishing. First cast, I've had my first little tap. Of course that can mean anything at this stage. It may just be a small fish picking around at the bait. It may even be a small inquisitive perch. I'll go for anything just to see what it is. Of course, it could be a bigger roach, couldn't it? We'll have to wait and see. That little tap didn't develop. I've had a couple of casts since, and I've had movement out there, so there are small fish out there. I'm very confident though. Confident in my tackle, rig, bait, everything. In fact, as I talk, I'm getting another little knock there. We've still got another hour or so to dark, but we're into dusk now, so I do expect the fish to come on the feed. Of course, a lake that I'm on, such as this, they don't sit in one swim. I'm not sitting in a roach swim. I'm expecting the fish to be in the area, but not necessarily directly underneath the bait as I'm throwing it in. But I'm confident that they will be drawn in during the time that I'm here. And as I've said, I've had a few taps, so the fish are there anyway.
Well, what can I say about the magnificent roach? Loved and sought after by both angler and predator alike. Found in a wide variety of waters, from stills right the way through to rivers. Roach can be caught on a wide variety of baits: maggots, sweet corn, casters. They also love their hemp. Fine lines for roach is a must. There's nothing better on a cold winter's day than having a big roach in your hand with his deep blue, silvery flanks glistening and his bright red fins glowing on your cold hands. Roach are addictive, and you'll find yourself fishing for nothing else once you've had that magical fish over 2 pounds. They really are something else. Pictures never do them justice.
Back, session 2. I was confident last time, and I had a few taps, certainly early on, and I thought these will develop into something, and they just didn't. So I actually blanked. They're very short sessions though, in my defence. But I'm still confident. In fact, I'm even more confident this time. I've just arrived, just cast out, and so hopefully get into those roach. Right on dusk, as you can tell from the light on the screen, and I've just hit into my first roach. There you go. In the net. Really pleased with that. After blanking first time out. I've got a couple of hours left as well. Proper dark fishing now. It was great to get off the mark there. You may wonder, particularly from the first session where I didn't actually catch a fish, why I bother recording and putting stuff like that out. Well, the reality is that the sort of fishing I do, never mind general fishing, I'm watching my tip now, which is why I'm looking away from the camera. The sort of fishing that I do in particular, you do blank, because I'm targeting bigger fish, and by the nature of that statement, I'm fishing for a tiny fraction of a percent of the total fish in any given venue. So obviously there will be times when the fish aren't feeding, my little tap there, the fish aren't feeding, or they're playing with the food like they were the first time round, or maybe you're just in the wrong spot, the fish aren't there, because you're targeting just a small number of fish very often when you're out on a session. And I think it's important, I feel anyway, to record blanks, to record the times when you're struggling, because I wouldn't want to give the impression that every time I go out I catch big fish. I do catch some decent fish. If you follow my angling journal on a fairly regular basis, you'll be aware that I do net some decent fish, whatever I'm targeting at the time. But I also struggle. I also have lots of blanks along the way, and I'm very honest. Oh, missed that one. Very honest about what I catch, because I think it's important to be realistic as well. I would hate to give the impression to anyone that reads my angling journal, watches the videos, that I go out every time and catch a £10 barbel, £2 roach, £3 perch, whatever it might be, because the truth is that I don't. Just the one roach so far, even though I've had a few plucks, but I was just looking down in the water and I noticed some movement along the edge, and I've seen crayfish. Not the signal ones, the ones from America, which are a bit of a nuisance, but our actual native species. And one actually got into my keep net because I kept the net, landing net, kept the net in the water so that I could land any fish. So before I let it go, I'm going to actually capture it on camcorder. So I'm actually really excited to find that this place has obviously got a good head of fish in here, because there's crayfish. There's actually quite a few along the side, so really excited to discover that.